I'm going to make a delicious Chana Dal recipe for you. This is from my book, The Curry Guy Bible. Let's get started. So as you can see, I've got all of my ingredients ready. They're all laid out here, ready to go. I recommend you do the same because it makes the dish a lot easier to make. A dish that's already easy to make just makes it that much easier. What I've done to prepare for this is I've got some Chana Dal. I'll show you what that looks like. Just little dried Chana lentils, just like that. And when you soak them, like I've done, which I soak these for about 4 hours, but you really only need to soak them for about a half hour. They plump right up, just like that. You want to wash and rinse the lentils about 3 or 4 times in just several changes of water, just to get the excess starch and everything off of them. And then they're ready to go. You just let them soak until they're a little bit softer and bigger. You put them in your pan just like that. Okay, now to that, I'm going to add about 3 cups or 750 milliliters of water. And because I've done this so many times, I don't even need a measuring jug. I've got some boiling water here, which is going to speed up the process. And I'm just going to add that in there. About 750 milliliters. And we're going to bring this to a boil. And as we bring it to a boil, you're going to see foam start to raise to the top. And I've got my skimmer here. I'm going to start skimming that off. A lot of people say you have to do it. I would say you don't have to do it. I've tried, I've done some taste tests, and a lot of people say that the foam tastes a little bit bitter and everything. I haven't noticed it. You might notice it, so it's up to you. But I just want these to come off, and I am going to skim off the foam. If nothing else, it's better presentation, because who wants a bunch of foam on the top of their lentils? Not many. So we're going to bring that to a boil, and then I'll start skimming it off, and then we're just going to let it sit there and simmer for about an hour until the lentils are really soft, and then we'll finish this off. So as you can see, it's coming to a boil now, and it has a nice thick, almost creamy like foam. It rises to the top. We're just going to take that off. And we'll continue to do so as it cooks, because it will continue to do that for a while anyway, first 20 minutes or so, as the dal cooks. Just want to get that off there. It's not going to hurt you if you decide not to do this. It's definitely not going to hurt you. But it will make it look better, and some people do say, like I say, they say it tastes bitter. It doesn't. So, I'm just going to reduce the heat on this now. I'm going to let it simmer for about 40 minutes, maybe an hour. That's about how long it's going to take for those lentils to start turning soft. I'll show you what they look like at that stage, and then we'll make the tarka and we'll finish this off. So this has been cooking now, simmering slowly away. I've added a little bit of water as we cook every now and then, just so it doesn't scrape, scorch to the bottom. But these lentils are really soft now, very soft. And you could actually serve it just like this, because some people like it, the whole lentils like that. I'm going to mash it up before I serve it. You could also blend it if you want it really creamy smooth. You could do that too. But I'm just going to let that continue to simmer a little bit more. I could serve it now, like I say, it's quite ready. But we're just going to get them a little bit softer and see if they fall apart a little bit more. In the meantime, I'm going to make that tarka. So I've got some ghee here. I'm just going to let that melt in the pan while watching my lentils. Remember, the lentils can and probably will scorch to the bottom, so you want to be stirring all the time. This is one of the reasons why I like cooking dals in a slow cooker. So I wrote the Curry Guy Slow Cooker, my latest book, and it's a lot easier because you don't have to watch it all the time. If you want to do it the traditional way, watch it. It's looking good. Okay, and as this ghee melts, I'm going to add a few things for the tarka, which is going to be poured right over that. And starting with some mustard seeds. Now, mustard seeds are one of those spices, unlike other spices that you want to be careful with. Mustard seeds need a very high heat so that they crackle and pop. And when they do that, their flavor just bursts into the oil. And so that's what we're going for here with that. So I'm just gonna add that to the hot oil and we'll stir it around. I've got my wife Caroline here. I'm gonna add, Caroline,
Yes.
could you bring me a spoon, please? I don't want to use this one for it. That's great, cheers. Oh, there we are. She doesn't want to be on camera. All right, so here we go. Those are crackling away now. And I'm gonna add some onion. The onion, I just want to kind of soften it a little bit. All the time, remembering that I've got these lentils over here and I don't want them to burn. So I'm gonna give that a stir while those onions are softening there in the pan. Are you beginning to visualize what this is gonna be like? It's gonna be very good. I promise you. You're gonna love it. Now, I don't add any, to my Chana Dal, I don't add any chili powder to it. I do to my tarka dal, the other one, another one I do with red lentils. But instead, for this recipe, I add chilies and lots of them. So we've got some finger chilies there, just roughly chopped. They're gonna give it a nice heat, but it's a fresh heat. Give that another stir. And to that, we're gonna add some spices. We got some coriander, cumin, a little bit of garam masala. We got some turmeric, about a half teaspoon of turmeric. Then just a little bit of asafoetida, just about a pinch. There we are. A little bit more. There we go. And some garlic. Just slivered garlic there. Stir that all together. This is not only going to flavor the dal, but it's also going to color it. Get a nice yellowish color. To that, I'm going to finish it off by adding some diced chopped tomatoes. Don't think I need all of those. I'm just going to add about that many. There we go. That's looking lovely. That's looking really nice. We're going to just put that off to the side and I'll bring my dal back. So the dal, like I say, is very nice and creamy. I'm going to make it a little bit more creamy by using a potato masher. And if you want it really creamy, it means putting it into a blender. So whatever you're hoping to achieve with this, that's what you need to do. There we are. I'm gonna add just a touch of salt to the tarka itself, and then we're gonna start adding it in there. See if I can. I'm gonna add all the tomatoes. I'm gonna leave a little bit behind. There we are. Like I said, it's gonna turn it a little bit yellow. That's from the turmeric mainly. That is looking really nice. There we are. Of course, I'm going to give it a taste test. A little bit more salt. Always add the salt to taste. The rest of this tarka I'm going to leave behind. Might add a little bit more ghee to that. We're going to add that to the finished tarka dal at the table. Want to see what it looks like when it's being served out? Let's go do it. If you're after proper comfort food, this authentic Chana Dal is hard to beat. Made with split Chana lentils that are gently simmered until tender and creamy, then finished with a fragrant tarka of garlic, chilies, and warming spices. It's simple cooking at its best.